The biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, and one of the great venues, Mackey Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the New Mexico Lobos and the Nevada Wolfpack. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, what he's talking to his team about is we've got to get our guy to that 1,000-yard mark. Their freshman running back has been terrific all season. They have been able to count on him to carry the rock. And he is so close to 1,000 yards, one of the most prominent stats in all of college football for a running back. He wants to make sure that his young freshman is rewarded here today, so he has challenged that offensive line to make sure he eats here in the first quarter. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Wants to throw. It's Lane. Right side, it's Keith. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're all over him. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Look out! And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
To throw, it's Lane. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hand it to the back. rolls his way ahead. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down to the air. Makes the grab. It's Keith. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Humphrey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Back's got it on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
17 on the play. First and goal, New Mexico.
The Lobos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. They were all over it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Smith. There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Driving forward, it's Humphrey. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Lane. Escapes the pressure going right. Back's looking for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Extending the play. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his man. It's Brown. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw. It's Lane. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Delay to the back. It's Humphrey. Got the 1st down. Turning it on. Past the 50. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
The give to the single back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. A give to Brown. That'll be enough for a Nevada first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. With the draw, it's Humphrey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Lobos will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Lane. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. We're at 18, go!
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And he avoids the sack.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Ready. 22, 22. Go!
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. snap from the gun on 3rd down. Left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Deep in the end zone, it's Clemens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. I think guys, like, they've struggled to get points on the board and to move the ball consistently. And so I love the shot right here before the half, but they got to find something to hang their hat on, something they do really, really well, because going into the half, there's not been a lot to talk about in a positive way.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it way down the field. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Drops back on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting 1st half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 21 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Washington.
He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Nevada. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here, get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Keeps it on the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff again. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. He's got 69 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. The Lobos will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lane. Finds his man. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun. Got him right there.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. On the move at the 30. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Lobos. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now on first down from the 30.
Ready, ready. Jet. Ready, go.
Handoff for Brown. At the 40, there he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Using his legs, it's Turner. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
30. Ready to go.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Nevada going quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11.
Ready. Go, go.
Brown again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Going to the run, it's Brown. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nevada! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Humphrey. Enough to move the chains. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Lane. Out wide left, it's Humphrey. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Sells the run, wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, looking for a man. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Left side, it's Williams. Touchdown, New Mexico! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
New Mexico, 31, Nevada, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Drives inside. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Looking downfield, it's Lane. Right side, it's Smith.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the draw, it's Humphrey. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
On the move. He throws one to the left. Got it in stride inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Lobos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're all over it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Long way to go on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready, go!
Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Third and long right here.
Ready? Go, go!
He wants to throw it. Oh, what a move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, you're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Look out! And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sells to run, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
With the catch, it's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally,
Makes a catch. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Out wide left, it's Keith. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.